Howdy, folks. Uh, you ever wonder why so many people feel sad and low energy? I'm out here walking around. It's sort of a sunny day, and although I did drive here, but these days here I am using electronics. A lot of what makes people sad is they're not walking around and seeing people face to face. They're using electronics, and they're online, and your body's not moving. It ain't moving. So this modern technology, including cars and not walking to see anybody, drive to see somebody, has made people, first of all, unhappy. And I'll talk about why it causes low energy to drive instead of walk. And but also in the Midwest United States, over half of women are on antidepressants. That's right, more than 50%, might be 60, 70%. Not sure exactly, but you could call it a crisis, and has to do with our modern lifestyle, and we need to go back to more physically active lifestyle. We should, reduce our population gradually and start feeling better, stop using this technology which is hurting us, and we'll be a lot better off. So anyway, welcome to the Excellent Universe channel. It helps everybody have a healthier, happier life, longer, more peaceful, less dangerous planet. If you listen to the other videos, watch the other videos, and just follow the advice, it should lead to better health for you. If you pass on the advice, it should be better for everybody else. Sorry, so it's a little bit sunny and I'm just squinting away here. But anyway, so if you like the video, please do the thumbs up. Click on the thumbs up to like the video, which will help YouTube share it with other people. And it will benefit everybody, especially if you talk about and just take my advice that I give in my videos. We got to have less pollution, less harmful technology, less poisonous chemicals in the environment. People will feel better, and we can have an excellent universe. And it's really the easiest way. If we don't do certain things, we're going to have a lot more trouble in life. Shorter, more diseased, more dangerous, and more polluted. So anyway, but can you tell I'm a little bit tired too? Why? Because I was driving around. And so, of course, people are also not eating right. So back to why we've got so many people on so many medications. If you eat healthy food, we have a lot of food available to us now that we didn't have in the past, and it's just not good for you. Now, people probably know this, but they probably eat it anyway. Soda, pizza, anything with beef. I'm sorry to say, I'm not saying never eat it. I'm saying you shouldn't eat it. It should be, if you're healthy, a greatly reduced part of your diet, or maybe you would certainly benefit if you eliminated it. Don't have beef. In fact, beef fat is the only thing 100% correlated with heart disease. And when you have any kind of heart disease or arteriosclerosis, I guess you would call it circulation trouble, coronary trouble. It's going to keep you from having the energy that you ought to have It's going to restrict blood flow, give you high blood pressure, and it's just not going to be good. Not good. And so another thing, you may want to cut back on dairy, but definitely try to get calcium. But have a balanced diet. Eat actual fruits and vegetables. I heard somebody say, if you can pick it from a plant, dig it up, or kill it and eat it like a fish or something like that, or you dig it out of the ground, you can consider that food. But if you can't, like a lot of artificial flavors and products from the factory, like a pie, you can't pick a pie from a tree. You can only pick the fruit, but then it's processed, added sugar, and sometimes now even they're adding artificial flavors. So any of that stuff, processed food made in a factory kind of thing, it's not going to be good for you. If you want to make your own from whole ingredients, I'm talking like whole wheat or whole grains, whole flour of some sort, it might be better for you, but not with the sugar, and that also should just be a very small part of your diet, only for special occasions. But also having a balanced diet is important, and not eating just one meal a day. Now, I understand some people have schedules and they say, oh, I'm just not hungry, and they might be drinking coffee, and then coffee actually suppresses appetite, and you might think that's good, but not if it's giving you like energy crashes once the caffeine wears out. And so overall, if your lifestyle is not a healthy one, adding coffee and cutting out food, and then maybe only having 1 or 2 meals a day, that's not good. And a meal could be any size, something that might be considered a snack. It could be your breakfast, or it could be your dinner, whatever. That's fine. But to get energy in your body regularly is important, instead of just maybe once a day. But you also need to have movement, and so one thing you can do is walk before, if you do have to drive to work or drive somewhere, do at least a 15-minute walk, and you should walk an hour a day, at least, in total. And so you can also get close to your destination. If it's like a regular place that you work or go to school or something, you can get close to it and park maybe a mile away, and then that gets at least a mile walk into your day on a routine basis, and just some way to get exercise. And it's better if you're not driving so far every day anyway. Driving is not good. Why? Because sitting down, and I'll also say sitting down is not good for long periods of time, because our bodies are designed, when we stand up, then the food naturally can move down through our system, and it increases our blood circulation and metabolism. As you walk, you're actually physically shaking the food around somewhat. But anyway, so all these things, when you're walking around, helps you to get the energy and the nutrients out of your food. And we have evolved to be active walking creatures. We didn't evolve over hundreds of thousands of years with any kind of cars or even bicycles, although at least biking is active. You don't move around the same way. You don't have the bumps and the ups and downs like walking, but at least biking is a little bit better. Well, it's much better than driving anywhere. So just reorganize your life, get the walking in, and get away, like I said before, get away from the technology, and just, if you just have to say, okay, I'm going to limit maybe my electronics or whatever sedentary behavior, maybe to 30 minutes a day or something like that. And I know a lot of times people are doing nighttime activities, which is either playing games or watching videos, and the screen and the light keeps you up. So another thing is just have a set time after maybe 5 p.m. Just say that's it, no electronics. And even have very dim light, because light can keep you up. And so if you're not sleeping properly, you're not getting enough sleep, which goes along with exercise. Not getting enough exercise, you will not get enough sleep if you don't walk at least an hour a day or get some other kind of exercise. You should also do either weight training or something that utilizes your muscles, makes them do some kind of effort, like, for example, yard work, raking, pushing some kind of lawnmower, especially if it's electric or completely manual. Not self-propelled, it's not as hard. But anyway, something that uses your muscles, you feel a lot better when you do it. You carry something, walk to the store. You might live within 10-15 minutes of a store, and yet I guarantee most people, 99% or more, they're going to drive. Not even going to walk, won't ride the bicycle. And because of perceived time pressure, or maybe real time pressure. And so, that's another way that you can get your exercise in. Carrying something back from the store, you feel great. You're carrying heavy bags and your arms feel good, and it's good for you. So you got to consider these things if you're not feeling well. And it's going to be better for you in the long run to not be taking medications. Not only, I mentioned coffee, but any kind of addictive substance, get away from that. Be healthier. And tea, chocolate, these things disturb your sleep. And also caffeine is believed to damage the nerves. So if you're not feeling happy, it may be you're damaging your brain, and brain is made up of nerve cells. Same thing with alcohol and other intoxicants. And you have to look at, what are you eating? Make sure it's healthy, non-toxic kinds of foods. Like, stay away. Soda, it's terrible for you. No soda, folks. You just gotta learn to live without it. Change your habits. If you think like, oh gosh, I don't have any energy if I don't have my soda and don't have my coffee, how am I gonna do it? Oh my gosh. Well, just cut the stuff out. And just a worry of oh, I'm gonna be late if I don't just do it. And also, when you eat natural foods, like if you need a jolt, have a piece of fruit. It's good for you, but it has sugar in there, and it's going to give you almost immediate energy. I don't want to say everything about nutrition, but eat healthy. Find out what is good, wholesome food, and eat that, and stop eating the junk food. Whole grains are good, okay? So refined is bad. But anyway, so there's a lot we can do. And when we reduce gradually over time the population of the planet, there's going to be more space. It'll be cheaper. You'll be able to afford, a house with a yard. Don't live in high rises. People are grumpy when they're all packed together. That's another thing. How are you going to get exercise when you just take the elevator and you're all packed together and you don't have a yard? So you don't have any yard work to do, and you're just shopping and eating and driving. It's a recipe for health disaster. And our health, these days is declining. It's not going up like it did in the past. So like I said, when we have fewer people, it'll be easier to have a house with a yard and to get all the exercise from gardening or growing your own vegetables, whatever. It's going to be like triple healthy, okay? So anyway, hope you start feeling happier and better, and get out of cold places. If you live in a cold area. We shouldn't have that many people living where we have to heat the house using natural gas and other fossil fuels that's not renewable. And excuse me, it's very windy. We need more solar and wind, yes, but also just living in cold places. We're heating the environment when we heat our houses, and it's not going to be good. Unless we start heading into another ice age, that's when we should start burning fossil fuels again. We got to save them for the next ice age. But since it looks like, as far as we can tell, we're leaving this current ice age back to a situation which is normal when we don't have ice on the poles. So we don't want to encourage or speed it up. So, we should live a more natural way and stop heating the environment so much. All right. So anyway, I think that's enough information right now. Please make these changes, comment, like, subscribe, whatever below. And YouTube will, if you do those things, share these videos with others. Okay, thanks very much. Bye now.